everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of What's Up, Doc? DrFunkenberry paging DrFunkenberry.
Did somebody say berries? What's going on, everyone? How you doing?
How's it going? Well, we've got another crazy week in celebrity land. Let's start off with a little update on Gary Coleman. And
yes, let's go with the depressing stuff first, because that's just what everyone wants.
It is depressing.
This whole Gary Coleman thing is just getting whack. I mean, we told you, about the whole wife situation, about she would refuse to drive to the hospital because there was blood everywhere, she wasn't feeling well. But that didn't stop her from taking photos of Gary when he was close to death, like in his hospital bed, taking those little photos you take with your friend if he's sleeping or whatever, like, hey, and trying to sell them. And there was a buyer, the Globe. Kind of disgusting. And you hear about the will, that really doesn't have too much except for his home in Utah to give and disperse. Apparently the will, he wanted everyone to be able to look each other in the eye if they were getting any money in order to get that money. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard that he basically had said in his will that he didn't want people, even at his funeral, that, were not genuine or real people, and I guess he was leaving it up to his lawyer to decide that. Yeah,
and, I still think that she pulled the plug a little too soon. I mean, he went into a coma, but sometimes people come out. We had Brett Michaels had a brain hemorrhage. He didn't really slip into a coma, but, Gary wasn't even in a coma for 24 hours yet until she pulled the plug. I don't know if it had to do with her maybe worrying about insurance policies, even though supposedly Gary didn't have any, or just worrying about money.
Let's move on to the ladies, to a specific lady, Lady Gaga, with her big new video this week. What's going on with that?
Rah, 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 rah. Sorry. There was a new video by Lady Gaga. Apparently we're not all talking about it, but the video has already gotten over 10 million hits on YouTube. Damn. That's more men than Jenna Jameson's hit in her entire career. Anyway.
Okay, so this is the Alejandro video, which I guess everybody thought was a little controversial for her next single.
Yeah, I liked it better the first time I heard it in the 80s when it was La Isla Bonita. I don't know why I'm hearing Madonna in the mix. Not only the whole video kind of reminded me of Like a Prayer, and then for good measure at the end of it, she gets Madonna's boob thing, that bra from back in the day. All of a sudden that pops out of nowhere. We put a kind of funny parody video up there about Lady Gaga kind of running out of ideas, and then one of the producers just goes, let's jack for Madonna again. Hilarious. I mean, I like it from an artistic... I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
I like it from an artistic standpoint, but I did want the 8 minutes of my life back from watching it because it really wasn't even good. I mean, Telephone, I didn't like that much, but it had entertainment value. I wasn't digging it. And it seems like another person that wasn't digging it is one of my favorite artists, and I do love Gaga, but I do love Katy Perry a little bit more than Gaga. And she kind of twittered after seeing the video, using blasphemy as entertainment is as cheap as a comedian telling a fart joke. Fart jokes are still kind of funny, as we've seen from movies, but it's going for the cheapness. Maybe she's just saying that she went to the well, and maybe this time went to the well one more time than she needed.
What's the deal? Is Katy Perry really religious? I mean, why does she care about what Lady Gaga's doing in her video?
She went up in Catholic school, and her real name isn't Katy Perry. We'll go into that next week when we have something else to talk about. I'm sure the diehard fans know all about that. But yeah, she grew up to a Catholic school and all this stuff. But as far as I know, Katie's always liked Gaga, and this is just maybe something new, but there's a lot of attention being brought onto Gaga, a lot of attention where people are like, oh, she's so great, she's a real artist, where they're kind of crapping on Katy. I mean, the girl, I've been to her shows, her live shows are just so much fun, Katy's shows, and she just tries to have a good time, but she's not being taken seriously, and she plays music, she plays instruments too, maybe not the piano like Gaga, But there may be a little bit of that jealousy going on, and you look what's going on with the whole Christina Aguilera thing where she's being mentioned with Gaga that she's copying her even though she's been around 10 years longer. I just think right now that there's a lot of comparisons with Gaga that aren't going over too well with female artists. I mean, we don't hear this happening with males, do we? Oh, John Mayer sounds too much like this, yada, yada, yada. Kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, if John Mayer wants to run around in a machine gun cone bra, yeah, I'd like to see that. We'll see what happens with that. So the MTV Movie Awards were on recently. They made some headlines. What happened there?
Ooh, speaking of like Katy Perry and I Kissed the Girl, Sandra Bullock owned that weekend. Not only did she make a special appearance at the Guys' Choice Awards, she appeared at the MTV Movie Awards to get the Female Generation Award. And she just said it, I'm not going away. I'm not going anywhere. Betty White was there, hilarious as ever. Instead of Ryan Reynolds being there, they had Scarlett Johannson, who's married to Ryan Reynolds. And she was supposed to be there in support of Sandra and Ryan's kiss in the proposal, which didn't win for Best Kiss. Oh. But it gave everyone something to talk about when Sandra Bullock gave Scarlett Johannson a kiss. Yeah. And it was all Sandra's idea. She just wanted it out there. And Sandra's getting a lot of positive feedback over this appearance. She was being playful. She's letting them know, look, I'm back. Start making fun of me again. Let's just get real with everything. And that's really cool of her. And let's be honest, the whole decision, if she would have stayed with Jesse, it would have really ruined her career. And now her career is just hotter than ever. And we hear that she's on pace to be the highest paid woman in Hollywood.
Wow.
Another thing that happened at the MTV Video Music Awards, Katy Perry threw an after party, and Lindsay Lohan and her scram bracelet.
Oh, boy, yeah, her stupid scram bracelet. What happened?
Yeah. Oh, apparently Lindsay must have the worst luck ever because she swears she didn't get drunk. She was just in the vicinity of Snoop Dogg and her scram bracelet went off. No. What we're hearing is that her scram bracelet did go off for alcohol consumption, but Lindsay swears she didn't drink. Do we all believe her? No.
So, the judge put another, I don't know what you call it, a fine on her, right? She had to post bail again.
Well, there was a warrant issued for arrest really quick, and then the bail person paid the bail again on top of that. Now, still, when she goes to court in July, she's going to have to answer for why the bracelet went off. So there's still a chance that now there could be jail time thrown in because it's being done. Lindsay can technically drink, but it's a $100,000 fine basically for every freaking shot she takes, because she's not supposed to be doing that crap. So there's a chance of this. Huh?
Her dad, Michael Lohan, was in the news this week asking the judge and the people involved in this case to get Lindsay the help that she needs because she's addicted and to prescription drugs and alcohol, and he's trying to make these pleas for her help.
Whatever. I don't even want to deal with that dude. I just find it funny that Lindsay's people are saying she can't get a fair trial because of TMZ and all the media coverage. Whatever, girl.
They didn't mention DrFunkenberry.
Go to San Fernando Valley. They won't follow your ass over there, okay? Crap. I'm done with her. I think we're done for the week.
Yeah. All right.
And lastly, before we bounce, want to say much love to everyone. Thank you for visiting the website. We had a great month of May. I wasn't able to say that last month, or last week, I should say. Thank you so much. Thanks for the stuff we got exclusive on the site this week from the new Swayze track with his real name, and Prince with the track Hot Summer, and some exclusive information we're getting from Katy Perry, one of my faves, as I said earlier. Thank you guys so much for everything. Anything you want to add?
No, we'll just wrap it up, and thanks everyone for tuning in to this week's edition of What's Up, Doc. Have a great weekend.
Keep it funky.